Welcome to my humble abode. Today I'm going to be reacting to some chilling scares. Of course, if you don't want to listen to me yapping, go ahead and check out his channel down below in the description. And yeah, go check him out for yourself. So, let's watch.
In this first video, an avid cave explorer on YouTube known by the channel name Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places is exploring an abandoned mine for the simple purpose of reviewing a flashlight.
Huh? Reviewing a flashlight? Why are you in the cave reviewing a flashlight? What? That seems kind of stupid. Why not just go into a dark room and try the different variants of your flashlight? Or go into your backyard and use it at nighttime. That seems so much safer and nicer, honestly. But what do you think, Ratbot? How would you test out a flashlight?
What just happened?
I mean, nothing yet, but, you know, me talking, or, you know, whatever. Anyway, whatever. Continue.
During the video, you can hear as the explorer goes into detail about the flashlight and demonstrates its use in the mine he's exploring. However, while talking to the camera about both the mine and the flashlight he's reviewing, the explorer hears what he first thinks to be wind blowing through the mine. Though many believe the audio sounds like a very disturbing whispering or talking sound.
Okay, this is a review and demonstration of the ThruNite TN12 handheld flashlight that you see here.
Okay, I can hear the wind.
Okay, that's the portal to the Waldeck mine. I'm inside. The wind has kind of died down a little bit, and it's not raining, so I managed to stay dry. Of course, I'm inside this little alcove, kind of. But anyway, you come down this little incline path, and then big boulders here you have to climb over.
I don't hear anything. Do y'all hear anything? I don't hear anything. Am I deaf?
And then the tunnel's right behind me, this way. So let's check it out. Let's get in here. And like I said, this light has 5 levels. I believe it's on medium right now, which is level 3. So this would be high.
Ooh.
And this would be turbo.
God damn. Why wouldn't you just use this for the entirety? You can see so much more in this cave. Why are you limiting yourself? What the hell?
Which is really bright. And then this is Firefly, which is hardly anything.
Hardly any. That's nothing. You can't see shit. God damn. You're in pitch black, man.
And then that would be low. And then medium.
Low should have been barely be able to see anything, honestly. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Ratbot, which one was your favorite?
Perfect. No notes.
Alright. I guess he loves all of them. I guess. I don't fucking know. Who knows what the fuck Ratbot ever says, honestly.
Seems to be the best one. Not too bright, not too dim.
No. The brightest one was the best because you could see everything. Everything. There's no dark corners in that one.
And then you can see how big these timbers are. That's about almost a foot in diameter, the big cross timbers. So,
well, I mean, they have to be big to hold up the mine because otherwise it'll fall. I don't know.
They had to put big ones in here to hold up all of this rock. You can see.
Thank you. I just said that. Oh my god. We're on the same fucking wavelength. Let's go.
See right here where some of these boards are bending. Do you hear that?
No?
Sounds like what is that, wind?
Yo, I heard something, but I don't know if that was wind.
I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Do you hear that? It stopped. Wow.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't know what that is. That doesn't.
What the fuck? That sounds like a bunch of. What the fuck? No, hell no. I would run the hell out of there. I don't care what. That's not. That ain't one, brother. That ain't one. You need to run and get the fuck out of there. Ratbot, what do you think of these noises?
I'm on that weird side of TikTok.
We're not on TikTok, my man. But we are on the weird side of YouTube, yes. The very strange and paranormal side. So I guess you're like half right. But anywho.
It sound like wind. But
Leave.
that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost
How is that a bird? What the? That did not sound like a bird at all.
sounds like snakes, but
Snakes? I don't know about snakes, my man. That didn't really sound like snakes. Even like rattlesnakes, nah. There's more likely weird, creepy people in there just trying to scare the shit out of you. To leave their home or whatever.
wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here
Just leave.
and head back out to the portal. That was weird.
She doesn't even go here.
These next two videos come from the same exploring YouTube channel shown earlier.
Ooh, that looks so gross. All this just looks so gross. That's gotta be super toxic too. Hopefully you don't slip and fall in this mine. That would suck.
This time, however, the explorer visits an abandoned, supposedly haunted mine in Nevada known as Horton Mine.
Horton
The first
mine.
time he visits, he claims to feel negative energy coming from the mine, and what he witnesses goes to support his claim. However, with the popularity of the first visit, the YouTuber decides to visit the abandoned mine a second time.
Why are there chains? Why are there fucking chains everywhere? I mean, that's already disturbing, just seeing a bunch of chains hanging from the ceiling of the mine.
This time hearing something very disturbing. Here are both of those visits to the mine.
Okay, here's a lower adit at the Victorine mine. I believe this was an older mine that once they dug the upper tunnels, this got incorporated into the same claim or whatever. Okay, we can go in here and just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to explore this particular mine.
There's a danger sign right here. There's a danger sign, my man. Please don't go in. Or anybody, for that matter. Don't go in to these things that already have danger signs on them, man.
Okay, we can go in here and just take a quick look.
That's
I don't
just a
think I'm gonna
bad-
explore this particular mine.
Bad sign
There's a little
already.
bit too much water in here, and I know this mine is really old,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, water in a mine. I do see other footprints here in the mud, but I just don't think it's wise to go in here when there's water.
Well, I guess that makes kind of sense. Although it's not raining right now, but if it does rain, the mine could very quickly get flooded, and then you would be in a lot of trouble. You'd be underwater in like within minutes, depending on how fast it rained, I guess.
Try to
But
avoid
whatever,
this if I can.
continue.
Yeah, this looks pretty sketchy. I'll go a few feet further in and check it out, but I think I'm going to pass on this one. This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel. Here's a shot
Yeah, what
looking
are
back
these
towards the
chains?
entrance. I'm a little bit further in, and looking down the tunnel here.
Ooh, ooh, no, 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 no. You see that? You see that chain? Oh my god, I didn't even move my mouse. You're probably watching a mouse. Anyway, this chain, look at this. And then this one too, a little bit right here.
That one chain is swinging back there.
No, no, if you see that, you need to run. Cause something ain't playing. They're giving you a hint. They're giving you a massive hint to like run the fuck out of there. Red Spot, what would you do if you saw a swinging chain like that?
This is a bop.
There's no music. There's literally no music going on. None whatsoever. I can't believe you would do this to me, Reactbot. God damn. Alright. I guess he just
I don't
doesn't
know if you
care.
can see that in the video or not. Yeah, this mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet, too muddy.
That is creepy.
And obviously something is making the chains swing. So time to get the hell out of here.
Visit 2.
Okay, the Horton mine still has some water coming out of it.
That's a lot more water
You can
than
see it
last
kinda
time.
pulled up here outside, and here's the
Again, danger, unsafe mine. Stay out. Stay alive. It gives you all the information you need. Stay the fuck out of the mine. God damn.
So let's go check this out. See if it's any drier than it was a year ago.
Okay, to be fair, I wouldn't even go in this mine, even if it didn't have a warning sign, because like it's totally unsanitary.
When I was last here, Okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago. And
A whole year it took him to come back, really? But why would you come back after that incident? Hell no, I would never come back. What the fuck? That's scary.
that's how far I've come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a final parting shot of the end of the Horton Tunnel. And
Oh, that's not even, that literally isn't that big of a tunnel. This mine seems pretty small compared to a lot of others. Weird.
there's the ore pass with all the cascading water. And
What the, in the, what, huh? What, hello? No. Is that, where is that coming from? Who is that? Why is that? If that started blaring in the middle of a fucking abandoned mine, you would just run. You wouldn't even ask questions. You would literally be bolted out of there, right? I mean, unless you're a crazy person, I don't know.
what the f is that?
That's the last thing you want to do is turn your back to the noise, okay? We've seen it time and time again in movies. Never turn your back to noises or other people or things. Never. Ratbot, would you turn your back in this situation?
This video is proof that we live in the Matrix.
Okay. Wow. I mean, you know what? At this point, maybe. At this point, maybe. Who the fuck knows?
I don't know what that was, but there was a sudden blast of cold air. And I'm getting out of here.
Why would you take your sweet time? You're like hardly walking. Sorry, my eye itched. Anyway, you're like hardly walking. Like, I know if you heard that, you would be bolted out of there, or at least face the noise, face, you know, whatever the fuck is there, walk backwards fast, right? Or turn around and book it. You're a fucking madman. I'm just gonna tell you, you're a madman.
She doesn't even go here.
A man named Clem Schultz and his wife lived in Fairdale, Illinois during one of the most destructive tornadoes in the history of Fairdale. During the storm, Clem took a video from the top floor of his house as he saw the giant tornado get closer. Clem thought the tornado would miss his house, when in fact it was coming directly towards him, all while he was still recording.
No, that does look like it's coming towards him. Like, it's getting bigger. What makes you think it's not coming towards you? It's getting bigger. And if it gets bigger, that means it's getting closer. I mean, at this point, it's so close up on you. I don't think there's any way you can get out of there in time without being swept up and like off and gone like fucking, like in Dorothy. Honestly, what the fuck?
Unfortunately, Clem's wife would pass away because of the intensity of the tornado, while Clem would
May she rest in peace. That's sad. Real sad.
receive a terrible spine injury. The phone he took the video on was later discovered in the rubble of his home, and this is what the video was able to capture.
I mean, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way you could get out of there in time. Just everything in its path is gonna fucking destroy it. Including you. Ow, my foot. God, these things are just so horrible, man. Ugh. And there's nothing you can do about it either. You're just watching your like home and livelihood just vanish. Yeah, they came up quick. Holy shit.
She doesn't even go here.
This next video shows a man
I remember hearing about this video once.
exploring the Paris catacombs.
Yeah, the Paris catacombs of the man who no one really knows about because, you know, no one heard or saw anything on his video, but he ran for his life. But anyway.
Which is a place very well known for causing people to get lost. They are essentially the most complex series of tunnels in the world. Definitely not somewhere you'd want to find yourself exploring without experience.
Why would anyone want to visit this unless you had like a tour guide or something? Do they have tour guides there? I don't know. Maybe. Would you visit the catacombs, Reactbot?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Alright. You heard it here. Reactbot would visit them. Alright, well, you know what? if you got lost in the catacombs, I ain't going to find you, so you're on your own, buddy.
The video shows this man getting lost and going into a full panic run as he doesn't know where to go to get out. The man was never found, but his camera later was, with no trace of the guy.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also, he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs.
Maybe he had some sort of like hallucination, or maybe he had mental troubles during that. I don't know, but these are pretty large catacombs, and you heard it here, a lot of people would get lost. But the fact that he's never been found seems a bit weird to me. Very strange, because you would think people who would know the catacombs would have walked the entirety of it and searched for him. Very strange. I don't know.
So basically, he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs, other than the point of view shots or pictures of human bones. The catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace his itinerary to some extent.
I mean, to some extent, yes, because you can figure out where he went as soon as he dropped the camera, which I mean you did because they found the camera, but it's a fucking labyrinth. At this point, you have no idea which way he ran and which way he could have went. But at the same time, if people know the combs, they would have searched in and out. So again, it's still kind of like a mystery. It's very much a mystery.
After about 4, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors.
It's interesting though that he does moving, like when he runs, he's moving the camera back as if he's looking back at something or someone, or trying to see if someone or something is following him. But what would be following him in the catacombs if he was alone? Most likely it would be another person. Maybe possibly it could be an animal. But again, you would probably hear noises on the video from behind him, and nothing comes up. Nothing comes up on the thing after he drops it. Nothing looks like it's following him.
He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
Alright, I'm just gonna say this kind of looks just like a setup. Like, ooh, something spooky's chasing me. Ooh. Even though you can't see anything or hear anything, but it's chasing me. But no, but seriously, I have no idea what it could be. How they haven't found this man yet. It is possible though that he did actually exit the catacombs, and he just didn't want to be revealed that, hey, I was the person who left this video, or I was the one who was recording it and left it there. It's very possible he just fucking got out of there and left. I mean, you gotta think about that too. Ratbot, what do you think about this? What do you think happened to him?
Is this a live leak video?
No, it's not. It's not. Okay. So anyway, those were some disturbing videos found around the internet, as we just saw. Tell me what you guys thought down below in the comments about any of these disturbing videos. Do you think they're fake? Do you think they're real? Who knows? But either way, hopefully you all enjoy this video, and with that, like it, dislike it, but at least subscribe.